Hey guys and gals, this is Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, reaching out to all of my individuals who are incarcerated. It's been a while since I did a video for you guys, but just want to continue to let you know that you are in our minds and in our hearts, and we are thinking about you. Okay, so got another letter from gentleman in, I can't pronounce the first word, but in Florida. So I'm going to respond to that, write him back. I've been very busy, so this came back in September. I should have been wrote the person back, but just reaching out, touching bases, sending literature for inmates, both male and female, who are incarcerated in America's prison penal system. So some of you, most of you won't be there for a long time. So you are considering, once you get out, where will you go as far as your career path, or what you're going to do for a job, or even for a business. The transportation industry is still here, still not going anywhere. And it gives you an opportunity. Felons, individuals with felonies on their records, I should say, have an opportunity. If you have a skill set, you will get an opportunity. There are different trainers out here, individuals who hire individuals who know how to drive trucks, put them on the road, be on the road for over a year, 2 years, whatever the terms are, and you can make money, see the country, while you have finished paying your debt to society, and while you may be on probation or on parole. So if you're in there and you are at a crossroads as far as thinking about a career path, look into transportation, look into CDL, a commercial driver's license. That's what a CDL is, Class A, and even Class B. But Class A is mainly the ones that do OTR, or over the road, averaging about 2,500 to about 3,000 miles per week. Okay. And while you're in there, stay focused, stay out the way, because there's a lot of negative stimuli in the penal systems, because you are in a controlled environment, right? So you are limited in movement and limited in access to certain things. Although things come in, such as drugs and paraphernalia and contraband, it's best to get away from that. Don't get caught up in what everyone else is doing. Set yourself a goal, focus on the goal, and move towards attaining the goal. If there are any programs in the penal system that you are currently in that involves educating you and making you a better person, whether it's with your mind as far as a university or college, or with your hands as with a vocational or skill set, then take advantage of those, right? Because the time will fly a little bit quicker, right? If you're involved in keeping yourself busy, right? Even if you're helping someone, like someone, you could help someone get their GED or whatever, if you have the skill set to do that. So the point is to just stay out the way, right? And everybody know what the way is. Don't get in the way. Don't do what the crowd do, right? Don't run with the crowd. Don't try to fit in like all the other people do, right? Because when things go down on the serious side, then everybody scatters like roaches when the lights come on, right? So don't get caught up, don't get clustered up in a gang, or and that I even hate using that word, that concept. That's just so primitive to me, prehistoric, right? We still using words like gang and Crips and blood and all this other crap, right? It doesn't make any sense. We're soldiers. We're killing our own soldiers in a war that we don't even recognize, right? So, but I say all that to say that we here at the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, here at 3101 American Legion Road, Suite 21A, Chesapeake, Virginia, 23321. Welcome, Correspondence. all the time. We will reply to your letters, send you materials as to what we are teaching, just to get you knowledgeable in the industry in case you do decide to come over to the transportation or to the logistics side. Dispatching, freight brokering, trucking, warehousing and distribution, 3PLs, third-party logistics, intermodal, government contracts. So a whole host of different topics in logistics, right? We even go into a little bit about global logistics and international trade compliance. So we get into that as well, even into the supply chain, which is the overall scope of everything. So again, the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, write us, reach out to us. We will respond to you. I got several letters in my filing cabinet in this drawer right here in a file called prison letters, right? And after I return them, I open them up, staple the envelope to them, make copies of it, and put them in the file because I like to track the level of correspondence. I'm actually even considering doing some type of Department of Corrections correspondence course where someone can take our course, our training, either in dispatching or freight brokering, and to get a certificate from our school or from our online training in dispatching or in freight brokering. So that's in the works. That's coming downstream. So stay tuned for that. Okay. At any rate, just wanted to reach out to you guys and girls, men and women who happen to be incarcerated. There are a lot of good people who are behind the bars, right? Just because you are behind the bar or in prison or incarcerated does not make you a bad person. You made a mistake, okay? And no one is perfect. We all make mistakes, okay? No one is perfect. So what does it say? He among you without sin, let him cast the first stone. And there's not a lot of stone throwing these days because everyone has a skeleton or two or a couple of bones in their closet, okay? So no one is perfect. We make mistakes. Just realize that every decision has a consequence, okay? Every decision has a consequence. So you would want to think before you decide, right? Think downstream, long-term, what is the consequence of the choice that I'm going to decide to make at this point in time that's going to shape my future, maybe 5, 10, 20 years. One act I could have committed 5 or 10 years or 5 or 10 minutes can cost me 10 to 15 years of my life. So before you make that decision to engage in that act, think of the long-term consequence, right? And I'm speaking to those not only incarcerated, but those who are free or who are not behind prison walls, okay? So again, guys and girls, men and women who are inmates in our institutions, penal system in the United States, reach out to us, write us, correspond. We're here to let you know that we haven't forgot about you. We will always keep in contact with you, okay? So the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, 3101 American Legion Road, Suite 21A, Chesapeake, Virginia, 23321. I salute you guys and stay up, okay?